Hello, welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Mel, and today I'm going to be painting the characters in the Dungeons & Dragons Wrath of Ashardalon box. We have been playing through the Castle Ravenloft with Kyle over the last couple weeks, and if you watched that series, then you might know that we've picked up the other two boxes. So since we're going to continue playing this, at first we were kind of like, oh, do I paint these? I'm not really sure. But since we're going to continue playing this and Kyle's liking it, we're definitely doing a few more streams of it on the channel. We thought maybe we should start painting the characters. That will hopefully make it easier for you guys that's watching to be able to tell whose character is who. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The goal of today's stream is to speed paint the 5 characters that come in the box. What I have is each of the character boards so that I can kind of follow the color scheme of each of the characters, kind of adding some of hints of those colors to the character, and then I'm going to do the ring or the base a color to match so that you guys will be able to see them on stream. So that's kind of the goal today. So thank you so much for tuning in. We will be using Army Painter Speed Paint, so we're going to try to speed paint through all 5 of the characters that come in the box today. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna get to it. So hello, hello, hello to everyone that is watching live or watching later. Hello. Dragon, hello. No, not Second Traffic. I'm here. Sorry. White Rabbit, hello. I know, about time to get back to painting. I know, it'd been a couple weeks. I was off on holidays. So while I was on holidays, Rob and I were trying to get through some game streams and play games with you guys on the channel. So paint streams kind of took a back seat, but back to work, back to our regular scheduled programming, as you would say. So paint streams are back. So thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'm going to show you one other thing. I do have an image from BGG that I'm kind of following. So I'll just show you guys what that looks like. It'll also show you the 5 characters that I am painting. So these are the 5 characters. You can see like a purple, blue, green, grayish, and like reddish brown type character. So I'm going to follow kind of like this color scheme, except on the bases, I'm going to do the bases, the colors of the boards that I have. So these are the 5 characters that we're painting. These miniatures are not fantastic by any means. They're, they're like just like basic minis. So I'm not going to do detail work. We're not doing highlighting and all that stuff. We're going to do a speed paint and be done with it. So this is kind of what I'm following. If I'm looking at the screen, that's what I'm looking at. And this is just an image from BGG of somebody else's paint. So thank you for posting images on there so that we can kind of mimic our colors. So this is what I'm working from. So I'll kind of just put this is the character that I'm painting right now. So we'll go with maybe like a blue, maybe some armor, and darkish colored hair is kind of like what I'm going with. So I'll keep that off screen. When I'm making the base color, we'll bring that on. Doug, hello. See Mitch, how are you doing? So we're gonna grab some speed paint and get started here. So I was looking through before the stream started at some of the blues that I have in the speed paint line, and I don't really have a blue exactly that I want to use for this, but I do have some interesting greens and maybe a blue mix. We can kind of make this a little bit of a darker blue-green color that you can see there. So I'm going to mix the High Lord Blue and Plasmatic Bolt together, and we'll get a color for the outfit. So again, we're going to try to get through 5 characters today. So I'm going to do my best, make them look cool, but taking into account that the minis are kind of cheap and, not spending too much time. I just need a brush to mix the paint color I just made. Still looking a little bit too blue. I'm going to add a little bit more green. Yep. Okay, I'm liking that. So I'm going to put this blue on the whole outfit, and then I might go back and add in some metal later. And the metals can go over top of the speed paints, so I can just add that later, no problem. Do the boots maybe a darker color for some contrast, so we don't have a fully blue character, but so this was my first week back after being on vacation for a while. How's everybody else getting back into the swing of things after the holidays? It was a tough adjustment for me, like waking up early again, you know, all that stuff. Hello, Mr. Wayham. How are you doing? Probably should have done the flesh first, but that's okay. That's okay. We can do that after. Oh, Greg says, yep, and year end worst time for him. Yeah, that sucks. For me, it was just being off for so long and having to catch up. You know, that feeling of like, oh, it's so nice to take a few weeks off for a vacation, but then having to get back to it and, you know, take care of all the work you'd missed and follow up on all the things that maybe people were helping you do over the holidays. So, and then just the, you know, getting up early, working all day again, just being tired. Alrighty. So these characters were just primed in a matte white primer, which I love using the speed paints over. Alrighty. So we've got our outfit done. We're going to put her off to the side. We'll come back and do the hair and the flesh and the boots. Once I have some of the other colors, what I want to do is like use colors from other characters and then come back and use that same color on this character. So we're just going to kind of put her off to the side for now. And we'll let her dry. And I think I'll go on to maybe this guy. I'm going to do this guy in kind of like some green colors. I have some cool greens and then maybe some gold accents as I'm doing the silver with the first one. I'll do maybe some green with that one. Maybe we'll do two different colors. Like we'll do the cloak in a different color than the main outfit. I think I have like a camo-y color. Or no, maybe not. Maybe like a 1 second here. I have this orc skin, which might be kind of cool. And then maybe I even do no. Maybe I try. I have a color I haven't really used very much because I don't really know kind of like what to use this for. But if I show you the color of this board, I think this color kind of works as just kind of matching. So maybe we'll use that color a little bit. And I have this camo cloak. I don't think I'll use this one, but I just have it off to the side in case I want to maybe add a little bit to it. So let's use this malignant green on the base of the outfit, and we'll use this orc skin on the cloak. I think that might work. This just has a lot of sediment on the bottom, so I'm really just going to shake this up. Sean says, I'm super surprised to see you painting these. It seemed like you guys were lukewarm on the game. So we do like the game. The game is fun. And initially we didn't paint the game when we first started playing because we weren't sure how much we were going to play it. The minis are also not that great. So we thought, we'll just kind of, we'll just play it unpainted minis. We were using the minis from the D&D The Venture board game, like the kids game, because that has different colored minis in it. So we could use some different colors. But as we're getting more and more expansion or more and more games, because I think they're not necessarily expansions, they're kind of like standalones. But as we got the other two, we kind of thought we don't really have enough colors. So I'm just doing like quick and dirty speed paint, nothing special. Just to kind of get them so you guys can see what colors they are as we're playing. So let's use that one first. Let's get my paintbrush out. Mr. M says, I've still got metal figures of Treebeard from the Games Workshop LOTR to paint. Don't know where to start or what paints to use. Don't like GW paints. So again, I have been really enjoying the Army Painter speed paints. Like they are, I'm just looking actually at like what I'm doing here. They, for me, do the job of table ready. You guys are able to see from high level, like the characters. I just like the way they look. I'm always happy with the way they turn out. That's probably should be some metal or something, but so that's what I use. But again, I'm sure there's also videos if you're looking for like painting that specific thing, you can even look it up and see what people used. Again, I just like the speed paint line. I think it's quick, easy, and gets a job done for me for like table ready. So if that's what you're going for, then the speed paint line might work for you as well. And they now have the 2.0, which I have a few of the 2.0 paints. I'm going to be slowly expanding and getting more. Just got to go to my friendly local game store. I feel like we haven't gone for a while. This color, it's kind of ugly, but it definitely matches the color that I'm going for on the base of the board. So, oh, Timbo, thank you. Says, I wish I could paint half as good as you, Mel. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's definitely fun. You probably can, actually. You're probably like your worst critic. Because I know I'm my worst critic. All right. I think all the, let me just show you up here. I was going to do it all the same, but it looks like the chest plate is kind of like a gold or a silver of some kind. So we'll do that a different color. I think that'll make it stand out more. Okay, and I've changed my mind. We're not using this orc skin anymore. I've changed my mind while I've been sitting here thinking about what to paint. And I'm thinking of using the dark green for the cape instead. I don't even know where I just put that. Grab it out. Absolution green. We're going to use that for the cape instead. Yeah, Michael R. agrees. Says Army Painter Speed Paints 2.0 are an awesome set for beginners to advance. Yes, I agree, 100%. Oh, zoom out a bit. I can do that. Oh, let's try that. Tell me, White Rabbit, if that's better. Sorry. It's been a little bit, so I might not have had things set exactly as it was before. Okay, so we're going to use this Absolution Green on the cape. This is my favorite green color as well. I love this green. Did anybody get any new games over the holidays that you need to start painting? Amanda and Johnny, hello. Did you prime them first? Yes, Rob primed them with just a matte white primer, just using the airbrush. And then we prime pretty much all of our minis in just matte white because I use the speed paints. You can do like a zenithal as well, which would be which would probably look nice as well. But again, these minis are not that great, so don't want to spend a ton of time on them. Probably should have done the cape first so that if I got anything under, but that's okay. But Joe says, I've gotten games over the last several years. I need to start painting. Oh no, Joe, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, Joe? You can do it. I know I have in the past, since I've been painting, I've gone through kind of like, oh, I'm tired, and it's kind of like the last thing on the list. But been trying to make it more of a priority lately, and these streams definitely help to kind of keep me going and excited, and what am I going to paint next? What am I going to paint next? Kind of idea. Because we even thought about painting these just off stream because again, they're not like high quality minis by any means. We're just trying to paint them for functionality so you guys can see. So we kind of thought like, oh, do we do a paint stream? And I thought, well, I need to get back in painting since the holidays. So yes, we're gonna paint them on stream. There's like a small spot I cannot get. Sometimes I wish I had like angled brushes. That's fine. All right. And then we're going to do the shield, actually the same color as the cape. And then maybe I'll do like a dry brush on whatever this is or something. I don't know. We'll see what I do with that, but probably maybe I'll use the same like mustardy green that I have on the pants or something. I don't know. And then most of the boots I'll probably do the same color, so I'll do those all together for all of them. Joe says, I haven't painted in forever. I'm just a little intimidated about relearning. Oh, I get that. I get that. Okay. Alrighty. Shield done. Oh, no, it's not. Alrighty. Greg says, me too, Joe. C. Mitch, thank you so, so much. C. Mitch gifted 5 Rob's Gaming Table memberships to the channel. C. Mitch, thank you so, so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greg also says, me too, Joe. I have never started, but something always seems to get in the way. I can see that, yeah. Like, 'cause it feels and probably looks daunting, right? Okay, we're gonna put that guy off to the side for now. I think I'm also gonna do all weapons together, kind of like assembly line style. All right, let's move on. See, Mitch, thank you so, so much. Let's move on to this guy, kind of like a dragon. What I'm gonna do, because I kind of like the way that it looks, is I'm going to do the dragon itself in like a green, but I'll do all the outfit in purple. That's kind of like as well like what I'm following on. So I'm going to use that same green that, oh, I should probably keep it on screen then. The same Absolution green that I used for the cape, I'm going to use that on the for the dragon as well. Dan says there's a tactical D&D game that came out around the same time that had some identical minis in it, but pre-painted. You could get some of the Drizzt minis pre-painted, but matching the board game. Oh, so we were in previous streams, we were using the Adventure D&D, or what? Yeah, D&D the Adventure board game. We were using minis from that, which were not pre-painted, but they were color. Molds were each colored. And it was working at first, but then as we got more and more characters, it gets more and more challenging. So, because I think there was only like 5 characters in that. There's like red, blue, green, I don't know, gray. So, but it's okay. But then since I don't mind to paint, then I can just paint them myself, and then I don't have to worry about pre-painted. And again, like I said, these minis are not the greatest, so we're just doing like a quick speed paint on them just to make it so you guys can see. And then they'll look cool when we're playing. It does feel weird when we play with unpainted minis. Oh, you think it was just enemies though? So I like in this game, like I don't know. There's a lot of enemies. I don't know that I would ever paint the enemies, but I do like how there is, at least in the Castle Ravenloft that we were playing, there was like red, then there was white, and then there was like the clear or like the kind of like see-through bluish enemies. I mean, it would be a good game if you needed to practice, right? Because the minis aren't that great, so if you screw up a little bit, it's fine. But yeah, I don't think I would ever take the time to paint all the enemies in the game. Or in all three that we have. I'll paint the characters, that's fine. And that's fun. I like painting characters as well. I'm just looking for like a purple speed paint here. I like painting characters for games. Alrighty, let's go with this Hive Dwellers purple. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me quickly do the feet that I now see. Okay, there we go. Michael says, the Speed Paint 2.0 paints really give a good result in little time. It's a good confidence builder. I 100% agree. 100%. Like by starting with just the speed paints and just doing like a prime and then a base of speed paints, and then you see the way that they turn out, you're like, okay. And then, as Michael says, then you can like slowly pick things up, little tips and tricks, and try different things. Use a bigger brush. We're gonna do the entire outfit in this purple. Oh, which one did I do? This one? Yeah. But I do agree that just the speed paints is a good confidence booster. And a lot of times I will just do a base coat of the speed paint and that's it. I won't do any like highlighting, dry brushing, washes. A lot of times I feel like I don't need to. But Michael, have you noticed, and I'm asking because I don't really have many, have you noticed a big difference in the 2.0 versus the baseline, like the 1.0 speed paints? Because you mentioned 2.0, but like I find the same with the regular like 1.0 original set. And maybe you just can't get the originals anymore unless you're getting them like singles at a local game store or something. I just don't have too many of the 2.0s yet. I'm like slowly building it up whenever I go to the game store. So I'm just curious if you've noticed much of a difference or if you've even used both. Because I feel like I can't really speak to the difference yet since I only have maybe like 3 different colors in the new line. Oh, C. Mitch says, watching a playthrough with painted minis just adds a little something extra to the overall effect. That I agree with. Thank you. I do agree with that. It feels different, right? Especially when we're playing like big epic games. For sure, for sure. So Kyle says, try slap chop method makes the speed paint pop better. So I am unfamiliar with what that means. What does that mean? Sorry. Is that when you are doing like the zenithal or something? What is that? What is the slap chop method? Maybe I'm living under a rock, but I don't know what that means. 2.0 doesn't have the issue with the colors staying wet longer, leading to color bleeding together. Okay. 2.0 is dry quick. 1.0 is made to dry slowly so that you can run a color into another and get a mixed color blend. Oh, I do like doing that. Okay. Okay. So it dries faster. I like that. If it dries faster, then you can like move on to other areas of the mini without having to let it sit for so long. I like that. Okay. I have heard good things about the 2.0. Oh, Miss Rahm says, used to paint the old lead D&D figures back in the 80s. Nice. Do you not paint anymore? I wish. I wish I had been painting the whole time we've been in the hobby. I picked it up around when we were talking about this in another one. I can't remember what we ended up saying it was, but around when Jaws the Lion came out. That's kind of when I started painting, which I feel like was it like summer 2021? I feel like it was during COVID time. I feel like luckily the underkeep is the same as the color of the outfit because trying to get the brush under there is fun. It would definitely have messed up the paint if it was any other color. I like this purple color. I don't really use this very often. Alrighty. I know, see, Mitch, I love this purple too. I love that. And then with the green of the dragon, it'll dry not as dark, I find. Like it's still very glistening because it's wet, but okay. Trying to pop it out so because I don't want to touch any of that. Okay, we're gonna go back to this one that we were doing. And you can do the flesh now that that's dry. Let's go with kind of like an elf. Maybe let's go with this pallid bone color. Yes, Greg says, I remember the video and Rob tried to paint one. I think he was not impressed with his own skills at that time. I think his skills are fine, but I think he didn't love, like his hand is shaky. So he wanted me to try to do some of this, some of the smaller details. Just weirdly, my hand doesn't shake, I guess, as much. It does. I notice it, but I guess it's not as bad. It's funny, I'm doing the face and I'm looking at it and there's like not really any details in the face like in other minis that I paint. It's funny. But that's fine. All right. Yeah, so I guess it's funny. Had Rob not painted or started painting those jaws of the lion, maybe I never would have started painting, and then who knows where we would be. I don't know if I ever would have. All right. Do you have any other people? Characters? Got a drag. Okay, we'll come back to that. Actually, let's use the same. We'll use the same color on this guy just for saving paint because I definitely dropped out way too much. This guy has more of a detailed face than that girl does. Here in Baltimore, we call that Raven's purple. Oh, okay. Are you painting Drizzt? I'm painting. These are the characters from the Wrath of Ashardalon's box first. Then I will be painting the. I don't know which order I'll do the other two boxes. I guess that's based on like what we're gonna play, but I'll probably just do two other paint streams with the one with the Drizzt box and then one with the Castle Ravenloft characters. Alrighty. Looks like we're wearing, oh no, we're just wearing bracers or something. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, the characters do get a bit more detail in the later sets. Okay, good to know. That's good to know. Oh, this guy's got an ear. What am I using this brush for? All I should do is neck the same color, so I don't have to come back to it later. No ear on that side. Okay, okay. Okay, let's get one of these guys going. So let me start with this one. This guy is kind of dark gray, a little bit of armor. So I think what we'll do, actually, I think I use like my Gravelord gray color. It's kind of like a dark gray, and then maybe we'll add some armor or shoulder pads or something to him. Oh, Greg says, it's my daughter's 11th birthday today, and she's very interested in the poppet. The poppet you are using as a palette. Yes! First of all, happy birthday, Greg's daughter. Yeah, it was recommended on previous streams. I think Janet and a few other people had mentioned using the poppets, which has really actually been great because when the paint dries, you can just push the bottom and the paint just comes out. So it doesn't get stuck in there, which I like. So I have two of them. I have like a circle one and then I have a square one, but I haven't had to use the square one. But that's awesome. Your daughter's 11. Happy birthday. That's so fun. All right. So we'll just put this on the lower half. We'll do the upper half will be the armor. Oh, Juliet is her name. Happy birthday, Juliet. This guy has a little bit more detail. Looks like he's wearing like a belt and has like a knife sheath. It's hard on these minis. They're not like super detailed. It's hard to kind of tell what's what sometimes. All right. I'm gonna actually get another holder. I'm gonna give that guy a second. I'm gonna use this same dark color on the hair and the boots of this character. Maybe it's not, but he's obviously higher level, being able to unsheath a sword and one hand a crossbow at the same time. I don't know. Look, like it just has something. Maybe it's just a change purse now that I see it like this. But when I was looking at it, maybe it's like a change purse. Okay, sorry. But when I was looking at it under here before I painted around it, it looked like, I don't know. You're messing with me. I didn't even see that he had a crossbow in his hand actually either. That's funny. Okay, I'm doing the same color for the hair. Okay, and I'll just do the handle while I have this color. Again, we're just doing quick speed paint, so just trying to use paints I already have out instead of being everything being like different colors. I'm just trying to be efficient. Okay. All right, we just need to do her sword, and she's pretty much ready to go. Alrighty. Raja says, have a great night. Have to go get some dinner. Check the rest later. Thank you so much. See you later. Okay, let's go with this, no. Okay, let's go with, maybe let's go back to this one, and I'm going to do the armor. So I'm gonna use the metallic speed paints. Let's go with the enhanced steel. I like this one because it's a little bit of a darker color, almost like a tinge of blue to it. Actually, what I'll do is the sword for the elf that we just finished. I'll just do that first because then she's pretty much done. Unless I want to do any details, but we'll see. Alrighty. I was going to do some details in silver, but I actually like the blue. Maybe I'll just do just shoulder pads or something, but let me let that dry off to the side for a little bit and see. Okay. So we'll do the metal armor here and the sword. Let's have a sword. Oh, Miss Ramses, gotta go. It is 12:45 a.m. here in the UK. Bye, everyone. See you later. See you later. Have a good sleep. That's very late, yes. Thank you for hanging out while you could. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do this on the bracers that he has on his hands or on his arms as well. We'll let that dry. I might put a wash over that, but we'll see. Okay. We'll add our silver or our armor to this one next. I'm just going to use the same one again for simplicity, for saving of paint. These are getting feisty. I know. I drop minis all the time when I paint. I drop minis, I drop paintbrushes. And then his bracers as well, the same. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I'm going to assume this piece is metal. Okay. So now we got him almost ready as well. Looks like he's got maybe a little bit of like armor in the knee pad. I'm gonna just do that as well. Or not knee pad, like around the knees. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit of detail here. Not perfect, but at least it'll make that stand out more. Why can I not? There we go. Alrighty. Okay, I need to add, let's work on, this is a dwarf fighter, kind of with the reds, dark browns, those kind of colors is kind of what I'm going for here. So, looks like bear fur on the cape. So, let me see here. Okay, for the flesh, I'll use the pallid bone I already have out. Oh, Michael says it's cool feeling when you drop a mini and you see the ugly blue before I started painting. Oh, I know, right? This is the color that they were. They were just like blue blobs. Manajai says they're looking really good. Thank you. Seamish says that looks amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I'm just doing like a kind of like a quick and dirty paint on them as well. Nothing fancy, but again, I like the speed paints for that reason. All right. You find some like browns and like reddish browns. Let's see. All right, so here are some of the browns that we have. Dark wood, leather, satchel. So let me think here. So maybe we'll do hardened leather for the, oh, maybe I need to add some red though. Hold on one sec. Let's see. I don't have any like ready browns in the speed paint, but maybe we'll make a color. We'll just make something up here. Let's use this slaughter red plus the hardened leather to make kind of like a reddish brown, kind of going for like I don't know, a little bit of a darker color than this one. Let's go the hardened leather and then just like a drop or two of this red. A little bit more brown. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's too red. Let's see. I think it might be okay. I mean, we'll make it work either way. Oh, actually, I like it. I like that color. Interesting shoes happening here. Almost look like bare feet. Okay. I'm going to take that metal that I have, that enhanced steel, and just put that on the knees here. Okay. Then I'm going to do brown on the bottom half of the feet. Okay. Then we'll do the cape. I'll do the fur first with the satchel brown. We'll use that for the fur. And then I'm just going to fix where I missed some of this reddish brown that I was using before on this side. Like totally missed one whole side. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick break, run to the washroom, and then we'll finish up with the cape and the rest, like the hair and the shield and then a few things on the other ones. But I'm just going to take a quick washroom break, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry. So we were continuing with the cape. We will go on to, we'll do a wood brown or a dark wood for the cape. This cape is a little bit textured. It has like squares in it. So I think the speed paint will look really cool, filling in the recesses of that. And I'm hoping that this dark wood is different enough from the satchel brown that we used on the fur, but we'll see. Might look similar at first, but hopefully when it dries, just so you notice the animal. feel like actually, yeah, that, I don't know why that's hard to see, but okay, it does look different enough. Just gonna paint on the shield. Okay. Oh, a little bit here. All right. So now what I'm going to do, since I have this dark brown, is I'm going to use that for some of the handles and the crossbow and, you know, maybe even some of the shoes on some of them. So let's see what we got left of this guy. Maybe we'll do the staff in the brown. So for the orb on the end, I'm just going to choose a color I already have. But what I'm going to do is that big splotch I have there, I'm just going to put matte white over that to fix that up. And then I'll be able to, we have a clog. There we go. Sorry, distraction. Then I'll be able to just go over that with a different color. To cover that up like that. Okay. That's good for a minute. We'll let that dry and then we'll go back to the orb. Let's bring this guy out. Actually, no, let's go to this guy first. Oh, Greg, thank you so much. I don't think that has popped yet. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat for dentist brushes for hard to reach places. Huh. I never even thought of that. One of my biggest frustrations is trying to get behind. So like in here, trying to get back in behind where like capes are, or if you're trying to do the back of a leg. Dentist brushes, I had never thought of that. I'll look into that. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, thank you. Do you just like on Amazon, you just Google dentist brushes and because I always wish that they had like an angled brush or something. I mean, they probably do, but dentist brushes. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you. There it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do the shoes or the boots of this guy. Oh, you were half joking, half joking. I truly have no idea. No, but there's got to be something, right? Like an angled brush where like this part bends like in so you can kind of like wrap it around or something. But yes, that is funny. I know watching me struggle to try to get behind things is always fun. But yeah, there definitely has to be something out there already for that. It's one of those things that like I forget until I start painting again. Then I'm like, oh, I wish I had something that I could get back in there. Yeah, there are angled paintbrushes. Okay, I thought so. I don't really actually um I don't actually look too much at the options at the store. I just buy like the little Amazon 10 to $20 little kits that come with like 8 to 10 different brushes, but they're all just like these type of brushes that are all just different sizes. Oh, Michael says I actually used the nip of a sponge super glued to a large paper clip. Oh, okay. I love this. I love this. I can do that. That's a great idea. So I'm not the only one that struggles to try to get in hard to reach areas. It's not so bad if you're using the same color. So like if the cape is the same color, let's say as the back or like of the clothing of the person. So like if you make a little bit of a mess, it's fine. You just kind of wiggle your bristles in there until you get it all covered. But it's when you have different colors going on that it gets a little bit scary. Mess up your paint job. One sponge equals $1, and we have office supplies at work. Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely have paperclip I can use, and I have sponges in my kitchen, so I mean I can test this out. So next paint stream we'll have paperclip and sponges. All right, and you know what? We are going to just do this guy's hair this brown because we can. Alrighty. It's pretty much done as well. Let's bring this guy because he only needs one more small little thing. Let's actually use, because I liked it, I'm going to use the blue from this lady on the orb on the end. Alrighty. He's done. Again, there's like detail that we could do in like belts and buckles and all that stuff, but again, we are just doing like the speed paint quick. Oh, I just touched it. Oh, we're good. I am going to do the bases, yes. I'm going to try to match the bases to the color of the boards as best I can. I might have to kind of make some colors, but I won't use the speed paints for that. I'll use like a regular paints. Okay, let's come back to this one. We'll do that crossbow. Actually, let's use the pallid bone just on the flesh. Again, I just have it out, so we could be unique and paint each one different, but we're just speed painting quick using what we got already out. All right. And then, because we did this guy in kind of the darks, we'll do the brown for the shoes and for the crossbow and like the handles, just because they'll kind of stand out a little bit. Instead of doing them also black or dark gray. Trying to think if it would be too much like darkish colors if I did his hair in like the gray or the black. But I think it'd be fine since this guy's base is very dark anyways. Okay. So I will do the hair in the gray. What color is this? I don't even know. No, that's brown. When you put the speed paints into, like once you've used them and they're in your little paint wells, sometimes I can't tell what colors they are. And it's pretty much empty anyways. Wonderful. Just doing one quick drop for the hair. Actually, you know what I'm going to do while I have this out? I'm going to go over the enhanced steel, which we put as like the armor. I'm going to go over it with the Gravelord gray color. That will darken the steel. Because again, we're going for like the dark colored board here. Hard to see with the light, sorry, but it's almost like gray, if not black. So if we put this over top, it'll darken down that steel as well. I like the look of that. All right. Okay. To me, this one looks like almost the worst made one. But, all right, he's ready to go. And then I think we just need to finish our elf, or sorry, our dwarf fighter. We just need to do a couple details here. I'm thinking of doing like kind of like a yellow hair, like a Goldilocks color hair. Maybe I'll do this zealot yellow. Okay. Might even have like a little bit of a tinge of orange to it, which is fine. Okay. Now we'll just do all the little like knickknacks. We got like the shield, the hammer. So we'll just use again colors that we already have if we can. Let's see. Just getting a little bit more of that dark wood to tidy up some mistakes or like missing spots. Okay. Thinking that for, we'll do like the Gravelord Gray on these instead of the brown. Okay, and then actually let's do the same gray for the hammer handle. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the shield. It's a strange shield. I'm thinking maybe just the hardened leather, but it's not like it's like it's not wood, but it's not like metal either. So I'm not really sure. I'm kind of like thinking about what to do with that. Bronze? Yeah, I could do bronze. Yeah, it's like a weird material. Maybe I'll do the hammerhead the same bronze color. Let's see what I got for bronzes. I think I only have this one. Um, hmm. Whatever. It's fine. Talos bronze. I can't remember if we used this color in the when we painted the mechs, but I don't remember. I don't remember if I liked it or not. But let's see. We'll put this on the hammer. Oh yeah, that's fine. I like this. I know, I'm going to find out exactly. I am totally down for trial and error, especially on minis like this. These are like perfect testing minis. Try something new. But I actually like that. I don't know if you guys can see. I actually like that color. It has like a little bit of a red tinge, which is totally fine because we're going with that like reddy brown color anyways. And I'll just do the same. Yeah, almost like brick or rust. Exactly. That's exactly the color that we're going for here too. So that was perfect. Good choice, C. Mitch. Okay. Yeah, she looks like she's ready for battle. I feel like I want to play this character. Okay. So I just need to do their bases. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do that one last. I can let that one dry. We'll go back to this one here. So I will put out kind of like the color I'm going for. And this is kind of what I thought. So I already picked out a couple base colors and I'm going to use regular regular army painter paints, like the war paints for this. But I think I'm going to use this deep blue mixed with just some black to darken it, to get it into this kind of color. I don't have a color that's exactly like this. So I think I can achieve-ish this look with these two mixed. Don't use these paints very often. I keep getting clogs in them. I gotta clean out the tops. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of this black at a time, and we'll see if we can get it to somewhat resemble this color. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, but I want it to be that you guys know when the board is out, you can tell like which character is which. I think actually that's very good. Yeah, I think we're good with that. I don't think I need that anymore. I think that color, again, hard to tell with the lights, but I think that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I'll just put that one down there. Okay, this guy, we're going for kind of like a purple look. So I was thinking this might work. This is Grimoire Purple. I'm adding just like a tiny bit of black to that, like the tiniest bit, because it looks very light. And I need it to be a little bit darker. This color is very thin, but I think, I have other purples. I think I only have like this like alien purple. Maybe that might be okay. It might be okay, actually. Yeah, the other one is way too thin. I'll need like 3 or 4 coats for sure. That seems silly. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, actually, just looking at this out of the pod, sorry, this is the color I want to use. Alien purple for our dragon. Now where did I put that? Right here? Maybe it's this brush, actually. It's holding way too much water. Purples are super thin, so I had to do definitely another coat on it, but this color is good by itself. No need to add anything. Okay, I'll need a second coat on that, but we'll let that one dry. Okay. Oops. This one, we're just going for black on this one. So I will just use just a matte black, which is kind of my normal standard for basing. Ouch. Okay, number 3. This one, we were going with the kind of reddish brown color. I wish I could just use that color that I have on her because I feel like that's a very good color, but because that won't really cover the base very well, I'm going to use this pure red mixed with this fur brown to try to make a color similar to what I have there. Don't really have a red that's like that. I only have like blood red or even like this pure red, and I think that's too red for what I'm looking for. I'm making a mess with my paints. Well, that one is not mixed very well. Okay, I'm gonna put these off to the side a little bit because then I can have a little more space. Okay. So I'll need another coat as well. It also looks more red on my screen than it is, but all right. And then the last one is this guy. And for him, he's kind of like a mustard yellow toxic waste, I don't know, kind of greenish color. So I think I'm going to mix these two colors. This is kind of the closest thing I could think, this desert yellow and necrotic flesh kind of together, because neither of them are the right color. This is almost the right color, so I thought if I add a little bit of this desert yellow in to make it a little bit darker, Yeah, it looks pretty red, but looking at it myself, it doesn't. It looks more like a brownie red. Let me see if I go like this because that's without the lights on it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It still looks kind of red, but it is more of like a brownie red when I look at it with my eyes without the lights shining on it. But, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll mix it a little bit darker for the second coat. We'll see. Again, it doesn't have to be exactly, but hopefully if we had three characters, if I had one, Rob had one, and Kyle had one, like you'd be able to tell who's who based on the color of their bases. A little bit darker, and I think we've got the color we're looking for. I need like maybe more of this one. I need like more green or something in it. Hmm. 1 second, I'm just adding a little bit of this elf green to it. I'm just kind of, I can't even see it, sorry. Just kind of playing with it here to make it the color I want it to be. Oh, goodness. All these are like clogged. Clean that one out. Okay, not that one, not that one. We'll go with this one. Army green. Let's see if we can get this one to work. I don't use them very often, so it's the paint dries in the Oh, I think this is all right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alrighty. I'm trying to make my own paint colors here. These colors that I'm trying, like this is like a weird color. I don't really have a paint that's like this color. So I'm trying to make my own. Okay. That one's done. Jacko, hello. 2 hours late, still fashionably late. Looks good. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're almost done actually. We did, I'm just doing a second coat on some of these. We did just quick and dirty speed paint on these. So like nothing fancy. I do like being able to say like in just a few hours we got 5 minis, table ready. Okay, and then I need to do that purple one again. This purple one is stuck to the thing. I'm getting paint everywhere. This one's not gonna, this one needs to dry some more before I can put a second coat on, or we're just gonna have a mess on our hands on that one. So, whoa. These are our 5 heroes. Oh, I should look what I'm doing. Speed paint ready. Don't mind that some of the bases are still wet and I definitely need to do a second coat on them, but they'll need to sit and dry before I can do that. But I hate how I need to get some sort of like stand so that I can show you them, like, because the problem is once I do a base, it's tough. Some of these are dry. This one, like, you know, some of these can lay down. Whatever. I'm gonna do a second coat on them, so whatever, it's fine. Here we go. Well, that guy, you can't see his face, but that's fine. So these are our 5 characters from the Wrath of Ashardalon. We are going to be playing with Kyle tomorrow, streaming this. So now we have some freshly painted characters that we can choose from. The plan, I think, is that I will paint through the other 2 boxes that we have, the Drizzt box and the Castle Ravenloft box, but I just don't know in which order I'm going to do them. I guess that'll depend on when we plan to play them. But yeah, that was our quick speed paint run through of these 5 characters. To be honest, I didn't think I would even get them all done. I was a little bit nervous, but we did it. We did it. We speed painted them. I think they look good. They're ready to go, ready to play. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, C. Mitch, for the gifted memberships. Greg for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It's fun to be back painting on the channel. Definitely more to come in these weekly paint streams. They're definitely fun. Help keep me painting, keep the games flowing through to get new games on the channel. So again, we'll be playing with these characters tomorrow. If you want, there is a stream already scheduled. You can set a notification for that. I know Rob has scheduled a couple other streams, so make sure you check out the channel and see what's scheduled for the rest of the week. But until tomorrow, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much.